is Durk be holding it up. Durk is like a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? Durk is a chosen one. Pooh Shiesty is a chosen one. They gonna all be free, but they may do Shiesty like Melly, drawn out his trial because they are sort of upset with how Pooh Shiesty went back in right after he came out. So they want to make an example out of him, I believe. But he definitely gonna win because we've seen all the signs and wonders over his life. He's chosen. He's definitely a chosen gangster to lead the generation. Because without him, then all hell broke loose in the street because majority of the gangster looks up to Pooh Shiesty, and God, that is how God works. He works with the gangsters who have majority of the people, respect and support, and even in the music industry, that rapper, that musician who has a large or the largest or some of the largest following and supportive fans, they a lot of time it's God on that side or they have the devil supporting them. Because God choose his people, whether they're artists, whether they're boxers, sports, you know what I mean? Yeah, because more than likely, most of the time, it's the one who God chooses will lead and will be the victor. But not all the time. Sometimes the devil one cheats to win, but their winning and legacy will be torn and destroyed because of their ego and the mistake that they have made. You know what I'm saying? The good God people, they don't be making certain mistake. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the gangster thing, the gangster is gonna be a real gangster, and that's just a real gangster. And a God people are the real gangster, them who they don't be unaliving so many innocent as the other gangsters who they don't regard people life. You know what I'm saying? So as we're talking about music where violence is concerned, people need to leave violent music alone. Because as we're seeing, grandma here, she enjoys it. And imagine taking that away from her. So from baby to a old lady enjoy gangster music. Not for us to go follow the words or the lyrics to get literal and to, you know what I mean? So people are just dumb, and these are the coward people, and they're the plague to society because they want to strip everything away that is joyful, that, help get people through their day. Sometimes we want to watch some action movie. Sometimes we want to see the big muscle Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo firing the AKs and the M16. So what is wrong with these dumbass people trying to take away violent music? Like, what the sense in that? Millions of this rap. And when a big dog can rap and these motherfucking aristocrats or cats.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England.
This is my page, and the first post here you seeing. Look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give him a little bird can team some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced.
We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially, and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, super fragically, list PSP, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every alley, genitally make Beverly see. Up high do nally, then be clarin and them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley, no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. Addi left a bad push with the cash card. Money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off. In a frog of me dogs, them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off. In a frog of me dog, them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad o bad.
Yeah, people, yo. This is what I'm talking about. You see, everything that I speak about, the universe keep revealing them for me to show you that what I've been saying all along is the truth. And the truth always comes with proof. You just gotta wait, and don't rush anything. Patience is the key. Patient man ride donkey. Like Shrek, like in Shrek. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, so as I spoke about yesterday in one of my vlogs, as well as for other vlogs prior to that one yesterday, where I've been making it clear and pointing out the fact that, all these people pointing fingers at violent music, you know what I'm saying? And, instead of taking responsibility and raising their kids, because that is what it that is the problem. These parents and these adults that be blaming the music, right? They don't want to take the right time out to raise their kids the way they should, because as I said in previous vlog, as well as for this one now, where I'm going to make it clear that I was raised listening to violent music from I was a baby. Even in kindergarten we were singing violent music. You know what I'm saying? We were even taking positive music and rewriting it into negative lyrics. We would change the positive songs and make it very negative as kids going to kindergarten, right? So you have to understand that all of these things is a part of life and it's necessary, right? You just need to raise your kids, spend time and grow them with quality, truth, and love so they understand, right? Because I've never seen where it's possible for music to really just cause someone to, go and do the act like that. I mean, there's tons of us who can attest to, my life being a living testimony of the music not influencing me to go do crime. Movies doesn't influence me to go do crime. You know what I'm saying? No, but it does for some, right? But what are you gonna do? Fight the art? Are you dumb? And that is what these dunce people at Jamaica do. Before them go fix the people, them would have some mental issue. No, they want to fight down the art because they are not a part of the art, and they're so dumb to think logical. Now, in this video here, this is a woman, an elder woman who have so much joy listening to violent music. She loves gangster rap, King Von and NBA Youngboy and all them, you know what I'm saying? And you take away her violent music, you destroy her joy. She's now saddened, and you're gonna tell me that she's demonic because she like violent song. We all need violence to defend ourselves. You need to exercise violence against home intruder at times. You need to exercise violence again. So these people are just a bunch of cowards that love to, they love to get rid of anything that seems dangerous. And us as mankind are the most dangerous thing here on land, And these are the people they kill every insect in their house, every insect. They don't spare none. And they don't understand that their mentality is damaged. You know what I mean? Because if you love life, you should always think, at least at times, think to preserve life, you know? Just to add a little thing, sometimes I just use the mop to sweep out any roach that comes in, especially at night when my light is on and my windows are open. A roach would enter in. And sometimes I just use the mop to sweep them out instead of to squash them. But I know, like, it's okay. I'm not saying you can't squash them, but some people just kill everything that's because it seems harmful to them. and the music seems harmful to them, so they want to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But they're not thinking logically and thinking how they are taking away the joy, right? Because we were kids, as I said, and now this is a old woman, an elderly lady, right? Who is enjoying violent rap lyrics and the rap artist, the gangster artist. You know what I'm saying? The King Von is her favorite, and she also loves YB, but she chose her side being King Von. Now, when King Von had died in the year 2020, I believe it was, she was in a coma, they say, or the post says, you know what I'm saying? And now she's just finding out that it's YB affiliates who had unalive Vaughn, you know, in the brawl. She's just finding out all these things, and she's upset now. She seems to resent and regret being a fan of NBA Youngboy. But that's how they tell it, you know. Hopefully, when she understand and find out the entire detail of what went down that night outside of the club where Vaughn had attacked Rondo Quando or Quando Rondo. Yeah. So, you know, hopefully she finds all of that and, you know, she just sees it as, you know, Vaughn caused it on himself. You know, especially his friend who went to wake him from out of his sleep to go and attack Quando Rondo. Those niggas are the problem too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just messed up. Now look at this. We're gonna get into this. Look, the post says that she's trying to pick a side after finding out 4KT affiliates killed Vaughn and YB performed his diss. You know, however, I think it should have says like because people in the comments and I read a few, you know, and people are saying, hey, they should have told her that it's Tim. You know what I'm saying? Because now she's gonna stop listening to YB, it seems. So let's get into it right now.
King Von is dead. King Von been dead since 2020. They say allegedly somebody in NBA Youngboy camp did it.
She's shocked. She is so shocked. She's holding her heart or somewhere chest, you know. But damn, I never was a big fan of King Von music. You know what I'm saying? But you know, seeing how a lot of people love him makes me have to wonder. But for some reason, as I said, that you know God love a lot of these gangsters, you know, 'cause you have good gangsters who defend the community, and you have evil gangsters who raid the community and rob and you know destroy and you know plague the community. So you know you have good gangsters and you have bad gangsters. Vaughn seemed to be a good gangster because he gave his niggas chains and you know what I mean, he looked out for his guys and all of that. But you know I don't know why. Well, I guess it's his downfall for attacking. You know, he should have just kept resting, and that is why we have to be careful of the choices we make from time. You know what I mean? Because you could just make the wrong decision right in the moment. Sometimes you just gotta be chill and follow the vibes and the moment. Which Von should just continue be resting in that vehicle, and he would have more than likely still been here with us today. You know? So it's crazy.
Allegedly. He performed at the con. He performed the song. They dissing King Von at the concerts. And you buying that shit, but you like him? I didn't know that at first, nigga.
He be messing with granny, man. He be messing with grandma, talking about she playing the YB and all his music. And he knows that she never knew all of that. But he knew she was a big Von fan, you know? And Von makes gangster music, you know what I'm saying? They label him as a serial and ain't no cornflakes killer. You know what I'm saying? When they say serial.
I never promoted that suck ass nigga. Real man, I swear to God, ain't that a bitch?
Damn, she be dissing YB, y'all. Mama real gangster, you know what I'm saying? And that is a good character to have because being a gangster is supposed to be militant, but not those evil type of gangster who create chaos. They can't rule, they can't have that godly power of, you know, disarming other gangster in the midst of, being robbed or attacked, or, you won't see the power of God being demonstrated over their lives. You know what I mean? Like others. Like, So it's sad to see Von fell victim to his gangsterism. You know what I'm saying? But it's just how it is. Durk be holding it up. Durk is like a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? Durk is a chosen one. Pooh Shiesty is a chosen one. They gonna all be free, but they may do Shiesty like Melly, drawn out his trial because they are sort of upset with how Pooh Shiesty went back in right after he came out. So they want to make an example out of him, I believe. But he definitely gonna win because we've seen all the signs and wonders over his life. He's chosen. He's definitely a chosen gangster to lead the generation. Because without him, then all hell broke loose in the street because majority of the gangster looks up to Pooh Shiesty, and God, that is how God works. He works with the gangsters who have majority of the people, respect and support, and even in the music industry, that rapper, that musician who has a large or the largest or some of the largest following and supportive fans, they a lot of time it's God on that side or they have the devil supporting them. Because God choose his people, whether they're artists, whether they're boxers, sports, you know what I mean? Yeah, because more than likely, most of the time, it's the one who God chooses will lead and will be the victor. But not all the time. Sometimes the devil one cheats to win, but their winning and legacy will be torn and destroyed because of their ego and the mistake that they have made. You know what I'm saying? The good God people, they don't be making certain mistake. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the gangster thing, the gangster is gonna be a real gangster, and that's just a real gangster. And a God people are the real gangster, them who they don't be unaliving so many innocent as the other gangsters who they don't regard people life. You know what I'm saying? So as we're talking about music where violence is concerned, people need to leave violent music alone. Because as we're seeing, grandma here, she enjoys it. And imagine taking that away from her. So from baby to a old lady enjoy gangster music. Not for us to not for us to go follow the words or the lyrics to get literal and to, you know what I mean? So people are just dumb, and these are the coward people, and they're the plague to society because they want to strip everything away that is joyful, that, help get people through their day. Sometimes we want to watch some action movie. Sometimes we want to see the big muscle Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo firing the AKs and the M16. So what is wrong with these dumbass people trying to take away violent music? Like, what the sense in that? Millions of this rap. And when a big dog can rap and these motherfucking aristocrats or cats, they being a drat. Yo, I hate them. They just dunce and they're the plague to society with just jumping to some conclusion without carefully thinking. You know what I mean? People are, damn. That's why we got to vlog, and everyone should vlog. It is important for everyone to vlog and point out the problem in the world that they face. Because you see, that is why a lot of people are going crazy, especially the young ones. Most of the young people are, mentally, like disorientated or something, and that is because there's so many bad habits being exercised in society, and people don't care about how it's affecting others, you know and then today I was venting my frustration about something, particularly in a comment, and people are like, yo, you're acting like a bitch. So I had to ask them if they want to live in a world of war and chaos or in a world of peace. Because obviously we're living in chaos and things can be better. That is why I'm saying everyone should get their phone out and talk about the things that they, struggle with throughout society on a daily basis, so we can all listen to each other and try to see how best we can all help each other to make the world a better place. Because for one, if you're a pedestrian, right, you have this very bad habit of people taking up the sidewalk and they see you coming in the opposite direction and they don't make no space for you to, you know what I mean? It's like they just all walk in front of you to just, and they don't shift for you to go about your way. It's crazy. So I just walk into them and bump into them and firm up myself, and I act as if I don't know, because I shouldn't have to say excuse me, or you know what I mean. Some people, they deliberately want you to say something, and that is foolish for them because you don't know. You see someone in the street and you see them coming and you don't want to make way for them until you believe that they should be forced to say excuse me. Now the problem with that, the reason why you're a fool to do that and to play those silly games, is because you don't know if the person is able to talk. A lot of people in the streets can't speak, right? For whatever disabilities, you know what I mean? So a lot these dumbass people be in the street thinking that everyone can talk. You know what I mean? They don't know if people were born, I don't want to use the term dumb, you know. Someone can comment what's the proper term. I'm not thinking clearly right now when I'm upset. So yeah, the thing is, these people, they're stupid to do that. So what I do, I just bump into them and just bounce them and have them be looking back at me. And I just go about my business because they're so dumb. You know?
What did he say, Armani, about King Von? He's talking about when they allegedly when they young someone when it happened, they dissing him. I will have somebody pop that nigga right at the concert. For real, I swear to God, I didn't know.
Damn, mama would she would have popped YB at his concert if she knew he was behind the unalive in a van. That's crazy. Yo, mama ain't playing those games. She's crazy. Hey, that's a gangster. Yo, we need to send her in the studio and have her record some song, cause she be wildin'. You know? I would love to be raised by a lady like this, wouldn't you? Yeah. It's good to know how to move gangster, you know what I'm saying? All the codes. You know a code?
He was beefing with my dude. I swear to God, I did. Swear to God, I did. Don't make
Look at her vibing to YB's song. Look at her face. She ain't playing, bro. She loves it. And they want to strip us of our violent music. You know what I'm saying? They need to go attack Hollywood movies, and that is what I've been talking about. How people, especially Jamaican people, they love the easy fights. You know what I'm saying? They won't direct their hate and frustration to the people, the real plague of society, but they chooses the easy target to make the most complain about, because they know that these aren't the people who are going to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's just how the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like the LGBT is the easiest opponent for everyone to point their fingers at, but the rapists and the murderers and all these other, scums of the earth be getting partial treatment.
Yeah, King Von turning his Raven show. You all that shit you talk. Look at this. All that shit you talking, but you listen to this shit. Yeah, that's all good. All that shit you talking about, the nigga. No. Tell me what happened about my.
Yo, she's like, don't tell me what happened to her King Von. She don't want to hear that, man. She don't believe that. You see what I'm saying? So I think we've said enough. We don't want to overdo it. There's more things to say on other vlogs that's coming. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, or else I'm going to get vile. Like King Von.